Magic players hung us on the cross, man. They showed up like 2 for a draft. Digimon people were like, we'll pack your whole store and bring extra. We're like, shit, yeah, come on down. Like, big part of it is we got into an argument with Wizards and they took us off the locator. You know whose locator works great for our ass? Digimon. So like, bump what bumps you, right? This is the supportive play community right now. The Flesh and Blood people are pretty cool, very different community, also equally supportive. That one plays a little bit differently though, dude. The best way I can describe Flesh and Blood is like basketball in card game form, because it's all about momentum. If you can shut somebody down and go on like a 3-score tear, you probably win. Whereas this game seems a little bit more strategical. In the play sense, it looks a lot closer to that. What's that?
I said I thought it was pretty easy to jump in.
It's always good for an easy to play game, man. Some games are downright too intimidating for people, man. I've been demoing board games, dude, and like there's such a differential. Some of them like, man, this makes sense. It's easy. Dude, other ones that take you an hour and a half to read damn manual. So I'm at like the intermediate games right now, man. We demoed, what the hell did I play on Monday we hadn't tried yet, man? Splendor. We tried Splendor and that wasn't bad. It was like a drafting game based on resources and stuff, and it was just kind of different and interesting. I prefer card games over board games because card games usually involve beer and all like the manly shit. You know, like the board game people not so much. Like some of them throw down hard, and I respect that. But card players usually down to grab a beer after the match, man. And I'll tell you guys, if it wasn't an insurance and logistical nightmare, we might offer alcohol. But it is an insurance logistical nightmare. Oh man.
What if it's me?
What if it's
never, bro? Never.
And you know what? I'm cool with that because, like, when things are competitive, like, imagine if they sold beer at the Olympics in the stands, dude, with all that controversy. Absolutely. They already. I know they have to.
Maybe that was the problem.
Memory, skill.
She absolutely came out. Yes.
Starmon's for free.
Well, wait, so here's my thing with that. Me and the dude that left about the big board game. I said it. I said, man, if they emailed somebody 3 months ago and they never got a response back, that's on the Olympics. If you wait until the day up to talk about it, it's on you. And we'll never know, right? Like, there's no way any of us could ever find out the answer to that question. Because if there's an unanswered email somewhere, that's all they're back. I can tell you next Olympics it won't be a deal. They'll be like, hey, if ladies want to wear shorts like basketball players, nobody cares. Let them play. Like, playing volleyball in a G-string is probably not very comfortable and safe for friends. I'm no expert. I'll just go out on a limb. Dead or Alive makes it look easy. They pay those ladies, you know. Now the whole thing about like this product performance and substance, unfortunately, I have to roll on the side of yes because it can reduce pain to anybody. Well, like if you have a sprained ankle or you do it before yes, yep. If you want to make $20 million a year playing in the NFL, then you gotta win. $20 million is a lot of money. I'm sure you can find some other way to get your jollies, man. And if you can't, well, shame on you at that point. Right? Anybody in this room could find a good time with $20 million that didn't involve drugs, right? If you got $20 million tomorrow and the only rule was no drugs, you could have a good time, right?
Oh, hell yeah, shit. Yeah.
Yep. Like, I ain't saying you can't go do something after you spend it all or something, just like why you got the $20 million no funny business, you know? You can go to the bar, that's legal as can be. They had in the Steelers, man, in the 70s, they had Jack Lambert. He had a bad habit of going to bars and picking fights after the games. And they call him into the office. They said, Mr. Lambert, we don't like you to fight people off the clock. And he said, you boys don't understand. When I work for you, you get 100%. When I'm off the field, I'm getting drunk and fighting people. That's it. Do you want me on your team or not? And Rooney said, oh yes, Mr. Jack Lambert. Like there were stories about it. He would pick bars and he would just go set up shop. It sounds kind of fun to me, to be honest with you. Like after a while, I get maybe it's not, but well, that's what happens when you don't have padding in your helmet now and aware of concussion damage. Because that's a real thing for a lot of those old school guys like that. Guys like
get 2 actually. If you have a
they did that special where they had no camera was on the stuff and they wanted you to walk out of the
Great Superman.
and the whole like 2-hour special is that like while they're playing it shows the guy like, all right, he got his shirt and like, you know, this across the and by the end of the movie, he was able to walk out.
Whoa, holy shit. That was kind of crazy. Okay.
But not those guys took so much abuse for so much of this money. Well, like it was running back like that, you know, 2-3 million guys now. Oh yeah, yes. A lot of teams have 2 backs, absolutely. Absolutely. And some of the better ones. Tennessee with their multiple running backs were a good system. I think. There's it for the AFC for sure. I do too. I hate when they take it.
It's alright, Clay. It's probably my turn to break.
I'll just put you.
I'm like, he was all it got to, holy crap. And like, it was on the sports center place, nothing to do with the Patriots and shit.
Okay. I said that way too bad.
He was closer to a lot of those guys. Johnny Manziel or some shit. What's it been sure? That might have been. That might have been. I know some classes not all do that. My favorite class is he's old, man. He's been playing for a long time. And he gets his ass beat. He's not one of those, like, they touch him and sort of fly like that. Like, yeah, that was good. But that's the big man's playing, girl. They probably told him to say he get hit less. They're like, hey man, you want to get hit a little less and faster. Like, not trying to sound like a dick. You know, that means just good for your body. Yup.
Is it bad?
Yup.
That was my hand.
Oh, well, and part of that too, dude. Like
Oh,
I
it's
said,
that bad,
big guy
okay.
plays QB, they treat it very differently than what's little guy. Plays QB,
I don't know if I can kind of shoot
great.
my hand.
Because the bigger guys can take or even like Brett Favre. Dude, like, they cheap shotted him so bad in that Minnesota Saints game, dude, like, that was almost like making a grown man cry.
Oh, Bounty Gate?
They were like, they said it was some crazy stuff.
See a play that's bad.
Well, man, I mean, he was one of those guys that clearly said, give me a shot now, I'm going to play the game. And you know, I respect that. He tried, you know, entertain.
So, what's up, Ty? What did you do first time?
Oh, you just
See a play that's bad?
so the 2 effects is if you have a 6
Yup.
you get 2 minimum.
Well, because it's so that I asked the buddy of mine who's a package guy, the Dr. Ford. I said, I respect you.
It's when you're talking to
He said, Tom, you know, we got to say, we live by farm, we die by farm. And he's like, that's it. And he's like, that's how you got to see it, man. And he's definitely one of the cheese hat guys or whatever, you know. All those guys from that, you know, got the cheese hats in. They break them out on game day. No, he was one of the better ones to watch, man. I miss seeing him. I think that Matt Stafford on the Rams is going to be something special. really do. That guy's been for so long. Yeah. Well, he's got. Yes, exactly. He's got a defense that he's not going to have to bail out everything. I think Jared Goff is doomed in Detroit, respectively.
Yeah. Interesting.
Doomed.
Interesting.
Like, he was, absolutely. And he was like, not as big as the guys. Like, you know, he's like the man.
You see this, Jared? You can't say shit no more, bro. What did I do? You can't say shit. I got two defense on board.
I'm secure.
No,
These versus 2.
And now he's like, when I had
That's awesome. I can't.
I think that the Tito will help their Michael Jackson. Well, here's the deal. I don't think he's going to score like 15 touchdowns.
Yeah, you got another Mario boy.
what you got with ticket?
Even the same shit last night. I did it.
Now that new quarterback can still be hot guard. I was kind of sad.
Yeah, go ahead, pop off, my God.
That guy was so ridiculous. Oh my God. Man. He wasn't. He really wasn't. They were crying for somebody's head in that organization. And what's funny is their front four defense is good. They're the tallest team line in the league. You know, in fact, the second best front four I would say would have to be WS.
Two defeats on board.
I'm not a
What did I do?
but they do hate the Cowboys, and as a Steelers guy, I also hate the Cowboys, so he's friends. That's how I always did in the bars. They're like, we don't like you, Pittsburgh. I'm like, Pittsburgh hates Dallas. They're like, oh, we had no idea. Like, they turn and talk to me like,
What am I supposed to do?
like, yeah, well, it was the 70s, man. We played like 4 times.
I'm waiting for the dog.
Where is he?
He's not a tiger. You can't do shit.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite things about this era. Area action.
That's all right. I'm first.
Yeah, man, you can find Carolina Panthers fans, Atlanta Falcons fans. It's really cool. Chiefs fans before Patrick Mahomes, we had 2 of them that would come in the store. I'm like, holy crap, Chiefs fans. Well, like, it was such a rare thing, dude. Like, they had some talented players, but
Tony
they really
Gonzalez.
I think it was a second option.
what's his face?
Because, like, that one time, I think
See, I have bad luck with that. I've had to watch Pittsburgh lose to Seattle.
I don't understand what it is with the breaking in this.
And in the Quest Dome in Seattle.
It's unreal.
That being said, besides that football stadium,
it was like-
Seattle is
The way I approach it now, I'm just like, all right, against
oh, dude,
green,
if you like
blue,
music or just like
purple now, I have to be very patient and just build my board up because unless they're gonna take my stuff out, I'm just like,
Very-
I'm gonna just.
Yeah, honestly, you're sure. Because we don't want to attack.
I don't want to attack into Zwart defeats. I want to attack into hammer sport. I guess against secure control, I have to attack. But anything else, no.
You'll have to attack eventually.
I have to attack eventually because they're just gonna kill everything.
I'm pretty sure this works. So when you de-digivolve something with a tamer, I'm pretty sure it just dies, right?
No, it goes back.
It goes to it.
It goes back into play.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. It is on play. Still doesn't activate, but it goes back.
Shoot.
Yeah,
Okay.
it goes back.
Okay, you're telling me
Because there's
it's no good zone.
because there's no rookie.
You're telling me.
Just open.
yeah, dude, I'll show you guys real quick.
He's looking down.
Guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to show you more of the rest of the back.
I would tell you, bro. It's not fun. This is just not fun.
Me too.
And Dave's going to be
That's the wrong TK.
Wrong TK. I wish I had the other TK to be honest. I'm probably going to 3. I'm fine with you going to 3.
Go to 3.
Oh boy. Oh, I guess I lose. What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen?
Is it?
Yeah, clearly. Number 13?
If this is this, first one, on deletion, it's 3. And then I'll clear know when you can.
I know a few people that like Chapman.
Oh,
All your fives are so important. Argo, Wassa, Delilah.
Alright, we're snowballing now.
You got the
Avid
rookie.
rookie.
Yeah, you got rookie. He's actually just better.
This is such a snowball right here. I get the early TK before he hits my security. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna die here.
wait, actually,
Yeah, I didn't see that this time.
Alright, it's free. So I'm letting you have a board.
You let me have
Letting you have a
it.
board.
You're not gonna have a board.
I'm not having a board, yep. And then I get. They swing it over?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'll take it. Oh boy, double. Whew, I'm nervous.
Yeah, you go 5. I destroy this. C5. Demi Miramar.
The Grand Palagas.
what gives the Grand Cloud stack
His effect, his own effect.
I think it's himself, yeah.
Digiburst or what?
He digiburst, yeah, he digiburst 2, he gets a security attack. He gives a security attack to anything on the board. And then the Palmon does the same thing, but except with jamming. It's the promo.
Yeah.
The promo, yep. The other one is Pierce.
Dude, I was reading that right
Across the way from you, basically. Because my wife
Cards.
is right now.
Fuck.
Also this. Draw trash. Cards. And we stand. 3+2 and you memory. 13.
Jesus Christ. I saw the wind up.
It's
Go to 3.
keeps the +2.
Can't reduce his roll cost. Yeah, no HP. Just roll Blossom on you, but you're Blossom on me.
Come on, +1.
This is gonna go wide for my entire sad story of my life relationship with these groups.
Even if you one guy, if you're trying to create 2 guys, that wouldn't be too
What can I do here?
Yo, that's too powerful. That is way too powerful. I'll take it. You trust him.
Yeah, the thing is like missing like retaliation, Debbie, the Pier one.
It's hard for that.
Actually, you win this. I wish I had sword. Let's see, we're gonna
Interior Mon Assistant. And we'll do a
Well, so check it out. So I just
That is one too.
We'll do the
Smell it also. Start
memory.
Yeah, everything.
Now you have Rook. What? Oh wait, no, you don't have Blossom. Alright, so I can look for a little longer. That was my I had to do this or else I
And truly, this is true. Look at man, the highest paying jobs you can get without
I like legitimately can't play the game most of the time. It's actually ridiculous.
regardless person. Top of the list.
I needed
So they already
card
are
away from
paying pretty good for